Thy mind and life are tricks of matter's force. This is the argument put forward by death. He sees Savitri as a mere mental being, Manomaya, and therefore all her ideas, all her notions of things, all her imaginations are mind-made. They are all mind-made. And after all, what is mind? That itself is a product of matter. And therefore, Savitri's mind and life are tricks of matter's force. This is what death tells to Savitri. She was telling him that she cherishes God the fire and not God the dream. She cherishes God the fire, not God the dream. But according to death, this is an hallucination. This is a hallucination to think of God the fire. It is a hallucination. She cannot build heaven upon earth. There is no foundation at all for that kind of a thing. The ideal and the idea are sheer creations of mind. They are mental creations. You are talking of big ideal and you have got big ideas, but they are the products of mind only. And after all, what is mind? Mind is a lame creature. He cannot even walk properly on his own grounds. He cannot walk on the upward path, the ascending slopes. He cannot climb. And it is that mind which is giving you these ideas and ideals. And on the basis of those ideas and ideals, you want to build heaven upon earth. Forget about it. It is foundationless. It is baseless. It has no meaning, substance, content at all in it. What is real here is only the show of nothingness, or the Nihil. Nihil is the only thing which is real here. All lives here by mercy of death. Because of death only, people live here, all creatures live here. Death is the royal king here. He is the master. He is the Lord of this creation here. And every creature must obey his law. He is the creator of all that you see around here, these senses. And there is no room here. There is no place here for God to dwell. He cannot live here at all. You are asking immortality for man. You want to establish heaven upon earth. You are asking for immortality for man. But that will only mean, in the case of man, the perpetuation of his pain and suffering and anguish and sorrow. Immortal man would mean he is condemned to suffer throughout. Is that what you want? And after all, you are thinking of sweetness, you are thinking of love, you are talking of sweetness, you are talking of love. What is love? Love is the honey and poison with which you feel happy. Do you want to drink that kind of a thing? Love is not here. and a gleaming angel. Love is wine mixed with poison, and that is what you want. Sweetness, it is secretion of the physical glands. Love is a secretion of the physical gland. Your emotions, your passion, they come from the glands. Divine wisdom cannot reign on earth, but because it is not meant to be here. It cannot exist here. There is no place for it here. Love cannot be found on earth. Wisdom, love, sweetness, harmony, joy, no, no, no. They cannot be upon earth. And under these conditions, you are asking for immortality for man. It would only mean the perpetuation of his agony. And what are all these after all? What are you yourself? Who are you? What are you? You are nothing but a dream. There is no reality, there is no content, there is no substance in you at all. You are a dream. And your mind and life are tricks of matter's forces. If you think otherwise, then you are under grave illusion. You are fooling yourself. You are under illusion. They are tricks of matter. And all here are none but the children of matter. Recognize that and live according to that. And what is matter after all? Ultimately, matter vanishes into energy. It disappears into energy. And what is energy? Energy is the motion of the void, of the nothing, of the not. Energy is just the not, nothing, void. So where is energy? It is after all the void. If energy is the foundation of matter, how can matter exist? If from matter were born life and mind, what is the reality behind them? They are ultimately the creations of the void, products of the void, children of the void, and your yearning, therefore, of building heaven upon earth is a fiction. This is logic. This is a creation of not, and you want to build up something here. So your yearning is a fiction. It has no content, no reality at all, no substance in it. Savitri must resign and be still, and in that stillness understand, accept the reality of the world as it is, of the earth as it stands. She must follow only the law of the earth. It is that alone which exists. And finally, she must retire into the infinite hush of the void. She must retire, she must disappear into the infinite hush of the void, because there all things have to finally disappear. And if that is the condition, then what is Savitri's life and mind? Nothing but the tricks of matter. Matter has somehow produced a trick and brought out life and mind. Thy mind and life are tricks of matter's force.